Hey everybody, we're returning for another day of the irrigation project. We're going to do a little bit of angle grinding from the original driveway pour. There is a little bit of concrete that's where we need it to be in our planter box. So let's take a look as we cut off some of this excess concrete. So we want to set a cinder block path right along here, so we need to get this excess concrete removed so that we can sit the cinder blocks flush up against the driveway, and also use the driveway to hold the cinder blocks on this side of the planter box in place. And we're also going to have cinder blocks on this side as well, with the planter box actually between them. So we're going to go ahead and cut this masonry out of the way as well. I know the angle grinder, we're using a masonry bit, probably has a little bit of I think some diamond dust in it, and from our past experience cuts pretty well. Tends to make a lot of dust when you're cutting concrete and masonry, so we also run some water simultaneously to kind of keep the dust down from the neighborhood. We finished cutting the extra concrete slump with the masonry cutting wheel, so now I'm just going to use the cold chisel and an engineer's hammer to knock off those portions. And then once I've got everything knocked off that I can get here, I'm just going to go ahead and finish that with a masonry grinding wheel and get it all prettied up. There are a couple sections of the concrete overpour that are a little thicker, and when trying to use the cold chisel, they didn't break right off, and I don't want to smack it too hard and find myself in a situation where I've actually started cracking the driveway. So we're just going to do a little more angle grinding work, or angle grinder cutting with the masonry cutting wheel, and see if we can get these big pieces out of here. We're going to put a level on all of the cinder blocks to make sure that these cinder blocks are level with these cinder blocks, and these cinder blocks are level with those cinder blocks. The end result should be is that these cinder blocks are just tucked under this concrete driveway a little bit. So therefore, we don't need to cut down all of the concrete along here, just enough to allow us to be able to compact the soil, put in some road base, put in a paver base or hardy board or cement board or whatever product we end up going with, and then be able to sit the cinder block on there. So next we're going to go along, rinse all this off so we can really start taking some measurements, putting some cinder blocks temporarily in place, putting some levels in place, and see how much we actually need to cut down. We've got our level set up. I'm trying to figure out exactly the height of this cinder block. Right now I have it setting directly on top of the driveway, and I'm really pleased to find out that according to the bubble on the level, it's saying that we're just a little bit high, which is fantastic, because I want it to be a little bit lower so that I can tuck up against the driveway and use it as one of my borders to help hold those cinders in place. But I don't think it's going to be much more than maybe like a quarter of an inch, maybe 3/8. So I've got some of this hardy plank around on the property that we've been using in the past, and so instead of the cinder block getting stuck in the mud, I'm going to use this to help fur up until I can find the correct height. Let's see how this looks. I'm just going to go ahead and move the cinder block right here over onto that hardy plank, and then take a look at my bubble over here. And that says that's pretty much right on the money. Get this guy out of here. Okay, so I'd say Either we can leave it exactly there, or I think I'll increase it by one more of the hardy planks. So let me grab that and see how this looks. So I added another strip of the hardy plank, the hardy board, and that gives us perfectly level on the bubble. So super excited about that. It still gives us half an inch below the surface of the driveway. So that's going to give us a really nice border for the cinder block to back up against and help trap it and keep it in place. This is where we're going to wrap things up for today. We are going to be putting in a new set of pavers. This is a style that we've chosen. Just going to replace these older ones. In order to make it fit, it's going to end up being a little bit wider, which we like because that's going to allow for the walkway to be centered with the front door. And over here on the left of the screen, we put in a placement of the cinder block on this side, so we'd have an opportunity to see the width of the planter box, and that gives us 5 inches. And so then we just put a pittosporum, but it could be any other plant. We're still kind of working that one out, but just to kind of get a feel for how this is all very roughly going to look in the end and to give us some direction.